Hello, and thank you for joining me for this very special commencement honoring the class of 2020. I'm Mr. Milanovich, principal of the Lawrence County Career and Technical Center. I'd like to thank all of the students, parents, faculty, and staff who have helped make this day very special. This is very exciting for our students, though we've been through some trials. It is a very unorthodox way in which we have ended this school year, and I'm aware of the difficulty that every family has gone through in making this day possible. However, with that being said, congratulations to everyone who did put in the hard work and did make it to the finish line and achieve the ultimate goal of graduation. Without further ado, I'd like to begin our program, and we'll start with the class secretary, Miss Amelia Hogue.
Thank you, Mr. Milanovich. Faculty, administration, distinguished guests, family, friends, and the graduating class of 2020. Well, we did it. We accomplished one of the biggest milestones in our lives, but it is also an early milestone. I'm sure today will be only the first of many proud, successful moments for us all. Our parents always told us we could be whatever we wanted to be. So I think that's why we all pushed so hard to graduate and go into the real world, to find out who we are meant to be. As kids, we all grew up wanting to be Superman, Hannah Montana, or a firefighter, or a bull rider, or even the President of the United States. And for some of us, those dreams have become a reality. But for most of us, little did we think that our dreams would take us in a completely different direction. And that's okay, because with a positive attitude, change can be good. None of us could ever think that our 12th year of school was going to end this way. Who would have ever predicted this? However, as a generation born into the chaos of 9/11, we have learned in life, we adapt and overcome. To say this year has been a whirlwind is a complete understatement, but when the dust finally settles, we will rise. Regulating this lifestyle change during COVID-19 has been like living in a house during a remodeling project. Every day feels like there's a new obstacle right around the corner. It seems like progress starts in the form of demolishing all you've known to be true and solid in your life. But suddenly, when you see that the walls have been opened up, the framework of your life is like a new slate, and the sun shines through the brand new doors and windows, waiting to be opened to new experiences. Like living through a construction project, you may feel stuck in it for a while, but then you'll figure it out, and you may even be quite pleased with the results. We adapt to the new circumstances. It feels like just yesterday, on our very first day of school, Mrs. McVicker was pestering her sophomore homeroom about how much we were going to love this school. But she was right. Little did I know, it was within these walls where I was taught so many life lessons that changed my life. Without the past 2 3/4 years in this building, I would have never broken out of my cocoon and blossomed into a butterfly able to spread her wings. Many of us can say the same. We would have never been so prepared to take on the next steps in our life. Whether it is onto a great job or joining a union, signing to serve our country in the military, or onto secondary education. And for that, we are eternally grateful. Now it is our graduation day, and it is a bittersweet moment for us all. And we all have someone special to thank. So, administration, secretaries, custodians, lunch ladies, teachers' aides, and teachers. On behalf of my friends in the class of 2020, we all thank you. We thank you for making these past 3 years memorable. No matter the circumstances of how we celebrate today, we still celebrate. To those of you from the class of 2021 who may be watching now, this is your year now. You ruled the school, but with that comes responsibility. We didn't know our last days together would be our last time together. Take this piece of advice from me. Take nothing for granted. Work hard, study hard, play hard, within limits. But most of all in your senior year of school, as you hopefully have the chance to experience with safety and health, enjoy the ride. Oh, what I would do for one more packed gymnasium assembly or one last ice cream social. Be as active as possible. Pick event-filled clubs, compete with organizations like FFA and Skills USA, and make it worth your while. Class of 2021, go ahead, run for student council. Being able to serve my classmates as president or secretary or vice president under the direction of advisors like Mrs. DeCello and Miss Brown has given me some of the best memories throughout high school. The Future is Mine taught me that there is so much out there and so many more ways to help people. Class of 2021, work hard, keep up your GPA, and if you can, get onto NTHS. It is so worth it in the end. Peer leadership with Miss Pastrick and Mr. Oviel has changed my perspective on life. I am grateful that they took a chance on me. My point here is take it all in, because when it comes to an end, it is okay to feel sad at the end of your year. You wanted to feel bittersweet, because you knew that you did everything you could and had the best days of your life. So with that, we pass you the torch. To the class of 2020, this is it. As much as I've looked forward to this day, I've always hated endings. No matter where we all go from here, we must remember these days with a smile, as of having the most fun we could have ever had. The new bonds and everlasting stories we'll tell our kids and grandkids will last a lifetime. To my friends in the class of 2020, congratulations, you earned this day. Though the vision of what is may not have been what you dreamed, it just means our class is wonderfully unique and the most memorable. We can tell the story of how we graduated through the Great Toilet Paper Depression. I'd like to thank my close family, especially my parents, for always pushing me to be the best me possible. They never let me give up on myself even when things got hard. Thank you for every little thing you did for me. I couldn't have survived high school without them. I know I have them to thank for my successes and helping me choose Clarion University with peace. I leave you with this. As we move on to our different paths and begin our travel on separate journeys, take this quote from Dwight K. Schrute with you. I am ready to face any challenge that might be foolish enough to face me. Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Amelia. Our next presentation will be by our senior class treasurer, Miss Candace Hammond.
Thank you, Mr. Milanovich. To say this year has been challenging is an understatement. This is not at all how we envisioned our senior year would end. Instead of proms, banquets, class trips, and traditional commencement ceremonies, we find ourselves saying our goodbyes and getting our diplomas virtually. Uncharted territory has become our new normal, and while this isn't a perfect situation, it has shown me something about the class of 2020 and the people around us. We are innovative, we are problem solvers, and we are resilient. This historic period of time in our lives reminds us that the road that lies ahead won't always be easy. There will be obstacles and missed exits, potholes and roadblocks. There will be times when each of us will feel like we cannot possibly go on. There will be times when each of us will think we are alone, our backs against the wall. In those moments, we will remember back to this time, and we will realize that we are not alone. There will be others that we can lean on to get through the tough times, and just like this current situation, we will prevail. You see, nothing worthwhile in life is easy. The path to our future won't always be paved. Just like I said earlier, there will be obstacles and potholes, just like the ones we are currently finding ourselves stepping around. Those obstacles do not mean we give up on ourselves. We will keep pushing because we know we can achieve our dreams and because we are worth it. So I ask all of you not to be resentful and sad about how this year has ended. Instead, be proud of the way in which we handled it. It is a reflection of who we will become and what we will be able to accomplish in the future when faced with adversity. I would like to end this speech with a quote from Roy T. Burnett. Your hardest times often lead to the greatest moments of your life. Keep going. Tough situations build strong people in the end. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Candace. Next, we offer a few words from our senior class vice president, Miss Kaylin Lyons.
Thank you, Mr. Milanovich, Mr. Rich, members of the Joint Operating Committee, distinguished guests, teachers, friends and family, and members of the graduating class of 2020. My sophomore year, I didn't know what my life was going to be like at LCCTC. I came to the school feeling defeated and needing a fresh start. I started off in the restaurant trades program. Though I realized that wasn't the career for me, I still learned so many worthwhile skills because of Ms. Price. I then switched to veterinary assistant, and even when I would often return home covered in dog hair and drool, I knew that job would never be a job. It would be my life. I'm beyond grateful for every speck of knowledge I've gained. Never in my 3 years at LCCTC did I think it would end like this, wearing masks and searching for anywhere to buy hand sanitizer and staying 6 feet apart to socially distance myself from the many friends I've been blessed to have made. This just goes to show that the class of 2020 is unlike any other. We have been forced to become strong and resilient and patient beyond measure. We aspire to be different and bold and unique, setting ourselves apart from every other graduating class because, well, that's just boring. In the fall, I will attend California University to major in veterinary technology so that I may one day teach in a vocational school just like this. This has become my dream because of my very own veterinary assistant teacher, Mrs. Yannick. For 2 years, I've watched her do such amazing things, always putting her students first so that we learned all that we need to know. Oh my gosh, did we argue and make fun of each other at first, but she volunteered me to take part in so many activities outside of my comfort zone. I admit that I fought her on every single one, but I am forever grateful for her never giving up on me. If she never would have pushed me, I wouldn't be who I am today. One of the most important lessons I learned from her was to get over myself and accept that I am capable of doing so much more than what I ever dreamed possible. So many of us can say the same for all of our instructors here at LCCTC. College is going to be challenging, and I wish I could bring my teachers with me. They were able to unlock educational doors that I never thought could be opened. They found unique techniques that finally helped me connect with my learning. Unfortunately, I can't bring them with me, but I hope they all know how much they have helped me throughout the years, and I hope they know that I'll take the lessons they taught me wherever I go. Teachers always say that they are the grateful ones, but I think they've got it all wrong. I'm so lucky to have had them to guide me through this whole experience. And to my substitute teachers for the last 3 months, my parents. Thank you for taking all those first day of school pictures, for packing little notes in my lunchbox, for signing a million field trip permission forms, for encouraging me when I wanted to come to LCCTC, for being in my corner for all those crazy activities I wanted to do, and for being the best parents ever. To the class of 2021, take in every aspect of the school while you still have it. One thing I've learned throughout these past few months is to never take anything for granted and never expect anything in life. I know that as the new leaders of the school, you will be amazing and do amazing things. To the class of 2020, it may have been a rough ending to the school year, but we did it, and if anyone should get recognized, it should be us. We've been through so much, but we conquered every obstacle together, and that's what counts. I encourage you to embrace the unexpected and leave you with this piece of advice. Be too positive to be doubtful, be too optimistic to be fearful, and be too determined to be defeated. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaylin. It is now my honor to present to you the class president of 2020, Miss Alexa Klaus.
Thank you, Mr. Milanovich, fellow graduates, family members, faculty, and distinguished guests. It is an honor to be a part of this celebration. We all accomplished one of the major early milestones of our lives, high school graduation. I am beyond happy to say that I was able to be a part of the class of 2020 from Lawrence County CTC. It is such a pleasure to share in the emotions filling our hearts as we close the last 12-year chapter and begin to open the next chapter to the rest of our lives. We have all dreamt of this day from the moment we knew what a graduation was. We all worked so hard to get to this point. Even though the events surrounding our graduation have been greatly impacted, we have made the best of it. Though it may not be the perfect picture of what we expected, still, we finally did it. For each of us, 2020 has its own unique memory, and with this graduation moment, we are an important part of it. Thank you to everyone who has made the last 3 years of my high school career unforgettable. I am extremely grateful to have had a chance to meet all my fellow classmates and the teachers. I am so proud of the class of 2020. Congratulations and good luck to everyone.
Thank you, Alexa. Now let's continue on with the program by hearing a few words by our JOC president, Miss Debbie Alabak.
Thank you, Mr. Milanovich. It's an honor to be with everyone virtually today as we celebrate the achievements of the Lawrence County Career and Technical Center class of 2020. We share with everyone the excitement of our graduating seniors and the tremendous pride of their families, friends, and faculty members. We see accomplished young men and women ready to launch into their next life experience. The class of 2020 has faced circumstances during this coronavirus pandemic. Graduates, you have been impacted by your final semester being cut short, finishing your classes virtually, and all of the special events associated with your senior year being canceled. Even though your graduation ceremony is lacking the usual pomp and circumstance ceremony due to the pandemic, your graduating class is stepping into the future and with more purpose, vision, passion, energy, and hope. Please don't let the class of 2020 be defined by what you lost, but by how you responded to it. Remember to act today and tomorrow with love, compassion, and respect. I hope that all of you have been inspired to pursue careers where you can use your voice to help create a better future for everyone everywhere. My advice to each of you is to take pride in yourself, embrace the challenges of today, be open to change, strive to be the best that you can be, and remember to give back to your community. Don't be afraid to try something new. You've made it through these difficult last few months, making sacrifices due to the pandemic and the obstacles it presented. I agree with Tom Hanks when he said, "Now the future is always uncertain, but we who celebrate what you have done, who celebrate all of your achievements, we are certain of one thing on this day: you will not let us down." Graduates, you have an important role to play in making this world a better place by choosing to do something with real purpose and necessity. Stay focused, embrace your desire, and believe in yourself to achieve great things. On behalf of the JOC, I'd like to congratulate you all and wish you all the best of luck in the future. Remember to be bold, brave, and courageous. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, Debbie. Now we move on to the acceptance of the senior class of 2020. Mr. Rich, it gives me great pleasure to present to you all the candidates for the senior class. All of the candidates before you have fulfilled the necessary curriculum requirements as established by the Pennsylvania Department of Education and the Lawrence County Career and Technical Center Board of Education. May I present for your acceptance the class of 2020.
Thank you, Mr. Milanovich. It is my honor as the Administrative Director of the Lawrence County Career and Technical Center to accept these candidates for graduation, the class of 2020. Certainly this has been a unique journey, but I ask you candidates to give me your ears and to cast away all your anxiety. Two significant historical events have served as bookends for your short lives. You entered the world post 9/11. Your normal has been increases in security, death, destruction, and nearly a 20-year war on terror. You are graduating in the most unique of circumstances. The world is facing a global pandemic, a situation not seen in 100 years. How can you not be anxious? How can you not be stressed? How can you not be depressed? I stand here today to challenge your anxiety, challenge your stress, challenge your depression. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, when you face trials of many kinds, because you know that you are testing your faith and your perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking in anything. You are graduating in the midst of this pandemic, and to say the least, your lives have been filled with overcoming adversity. Cast away all your anxiety because you are cared for. Embrace the strength that it takes to face adversity. Obstacles in your way are merely future successes not yet achieved. Do not dwell on what could have been. Embrace the opportunity of what will be. Do not be anxious about your life. Do not worry about your next meal. Be mindful, but do not dwell on the health of your body. Do not worry if you do not have the latest fashions. Life is more than food. Life is more than fashion. Look around you. The solutions to your problems are within your reach. Trust that there is a solution and one will be found. Do you not know your value? And which of you, being anxious, can add a single hour to your days? In other words, don't worry about it. Consider it pure joy, then, when you embrace your challenges. Find your light and your salvation. Whom then should you fear? Find the stronghold of your life. Do not be afraid. You have the courage within you. You have the tools necessary. Let them shine as your light. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, Mr. Rich. Our next two presenters have earned the esteemed honor of presenting before you this evening due to their hard work and extreme dedication to both their academics and vocations. Our two students who will be speaking before you are a Salutatorian and Valedictorian. First, let me present to you the Salutatorian for the class of 2020, Mr. Tyler Wayman.
Thank you, Mr. Milanovich, Mr. Rich, and members of the Joint Operating Committee, distinguished guests, parents, and friends, and members of the class of 2020. I have always lived with this mindset. If you want something, you have to work for it. And sooner or later, it will be yours. But while you're doing this, be humble, be hungry, and always be the hardest worker in the room. I borrow this quote from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson because it sums up my mindset. Being humble means that you know how capable you are, but you do not show it, and you are not arrogant about it. A person should never have to tell those around them, I'm a great welder, or I'm a great nurse, or I'm a great electrician, or I'm a great carpenter. His or her action should show that. Others should automatically know it because they see it. Be humble. Being hungry means that you're always striving for better and pushing harder and harder to gain a better position. Never being satisfied with where you are at the end of the day, every day. You should leave your corner of the world a little bit better than when you started. Be hungry to learn, be hungry to improve, be hungry. the hardest worker in the room means that you're the first one on the job and the last one to leave. You want your quality of work to be the best in the business. You want to be the go-to guy so your boss knows who to turn to if they want to get that job done and done well. If at the end of the day you can look at yourself in the mirror, knowing you gave your 110%, then you can feel good that you earned every last penny in your paycheck. When it gets difficult, never give up. When you're tired, push through. Because the reward is knowing that you're the hardest worker in the room. I would like to say thank you to my friends and family, to Ms. McVicker, Mr. Petronellis, and my parents. Thank you for guiding me in this path in life.
Thank you, Tyler. Though many of our students have poured their hearts and souls into their time at the Lawrence County Career and Technical Center, only one can earn the honor of being number one in the class. This is achieved through passion, dedication, and hard work in both our academic and vocational classes, year in and year out. It is my great honor to present the valedictorian for the class of 2020, Mr. Nicholas Newpower.
Thank you, Mr. Milanovich. Hello, fellow graduates, Lawrence County Career and Technical Center faculty, staff, and guests. Thank you for coming to our virtual graduation ceremony. I'm honored to speak to all of you. First, I would like to thank all of our teachers for helping us through these last 3 years of our high school career. It wouldn't have been possible without each and every one of you. The class of 2020 thanks you. The class of 2020 is certainly unique. We have all been through tough times these past couple months. We have had to face adversities that no other graduating class has had to face. I believe that it will teach us a hard but valuable lesson. Do not ever take anything for granted. We can now use this lesson throughout our life to better ourselves. Let us use this unique experience to leave the Lawrence County Career and Technical Center and go make a difference in our communities, across the state of Pennsylvania, and across the United States. Whether your path takes you to further your education, join the armed forces, or go right into the workforce, chase your dreams and believe in yourself. A wise man named Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Believe you can, and you're halfway there." If we have made it through a worldwide pandemic, we can make it through anything. Good luck, class of 2020.
Thank you, Nick. Now for the moment we have all been waiting for. We will now present our classes for presentation of their diplomas. Will the auto technology students please approach the stage? Kathy Lynn Campbell. Michael Ryan Andrew Metz. Zachary Tyler Zakali. Will the collision repair students please approach the stage? Bailey Ray Eaton. Sean Michael Faribaugh. Tyler Thomas Ward. Will the commercial arts students please approach the stage? Tyler Anthony Barker. Grayson Eric Corbin. Misty Paige Jones. Alyssa Mia Lamenza. John L. Maloney. James Francis Maxwell. Faith Elizabeth McDonald. Donald Joseph Wansittler. Will the computer and office technology students please approach the stage? Christian David Kaplinger. Nicholas Daniel Gonzalez. Michael Douglas Prestapine. Marguerite Lee DeVoe Taylor. Douglas James Todd. Adam Paul Zahner. Will the construction trade students please approach the stage? Dale James Craig. Justin William Ettinger. Adam Tyler Georgia. Nicholas Joseph Keys. Orion Sky Tony Martinez. Tyler Ray McQuiston. Andrew Allen Schaefer. Alexander Lewis Simmons. Will the cosmetology students please approach the stage? Caitlin Marie Ball. Noah Michael Bunny. Haley Joe Duffy. Alexandria Paige Duncan. Linnell Madison Funkhauser. Kimberly May Graham. Kelly Renee Heater. Amelia Ann Hogue. Angelia Marie McCormick. Brooke Suzanne Miller. Noelle Joanne Parker. Alyssa Lynn Wilson. Will the electrical occupation students please approach the stage? Stephen Pearson Akins. Chris David Anderson. Brendan Andrew Book. Tyler Christopher Buzzard. Tyler James Egato. William Michael Fulmer. Cameron J. Haney. Cody James Marks. Charles Angelo Pezzulo. Dominic Daniel Phillips. Timothy Hunter Parada. Ethan Eugene Stoner. Zachary Daniel Stover. Brandon Lee Vogel. Will the health assistant students please approach the stage? Brandon James Bright. Alexa Lorianne Klaus. Alyssa Bethany Ettinger. Diejane Christine Florence. Taylor Marie Lindy. Christy Lee Milkey. Malia Shone Payne. Cheyenne Marie Probst. Cassidy Ann Rich. Will the machine tool technology students please approach the stage? Devin James Heitzer. Brock Anthony Newman. Shane Douglas Price. Trevor Dylan Wise. Will the oil and gas students please approach the stage? Gregory Cole Heitzer. Emily Corinne Miller. Lawrence Albert Marini. Nicholas Michael Newpower. James Christopher Sellers. Dane Michael Simpkins. William Perry Stroya. Will the restaurant trade students please approach the stage? Scott Claire Bergen. William Samuel Champion. Elizabeth Jo Ettinger. Candace Renee Hammond. Alexander John Heckathorn. KB Wilson Jones. Courtney Elizabeth Lalament. Alexis Diane Mallory. Sarah Jo Odom. Michaela Lee Pierce. Lucas Dominic Panaccio. Dante Pasco Razzo. Alexandria Noel Smith. Julian Lawrence Vogan. Will the veterinary assistant students please approach the stage? Caitlin Ashley Acorn. Chelsea Nicole Baxter. Gianna Marie Bockert. Shaylin Nicole Coulter. Becca Renee Eileen Cribbs. Stormy Ray Honecker. Kayla Arlene Janiel. Gabriella Brooke Lawrence. Kaylin Marai Lyons. Brittany J. Neal. Caitlin Page Ritter. Keegan Virginia Wallace. Lindsay Violet Watson. Will the welding students please approach the stage? Robert Joseph Anthony. Cameron Wade Davis. Braden Christopher Durbin. Noah Paul Held. Jason David Hauk. Andrew Richard Lovich. Kane Azrael McCandless. Eric David Needham. Joshua Lee Perrine. Jacob Runyon Jr. Dylan Michael Sedgwick. Garrett Robert Schaefer. Joshua Daniel Soom. Sean Alexander Trimble. DeAndre J. Tubbs. Tyler Michael Wayman. We have now reached the part of the program where our seniors, for the last time, will join together and participate in the tassel ceremony. Seniors, please rise. By the power vested in me by the state of Pennsylvania, I now pronounce you graduates of the Lawrence County Career and Technical Center. Please move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations. Thank you to everyone for joining us this evening to celebrate the class of 2020. It has been my privilege to share this moment with you and your families. At this time, we will close with the recessional and recognize our scholarship and award winners. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Milanovich, and congratulations to the class of 2020. I would like to take this time to recognize our seniors who have received scholarships either by the Lawrence County Career and Technical Center or via outside organizations and agencies. The first person I'd like to recognize is Amelia Hogue. Amelia was nominated by LCCTC as our nominee for the annual Jack Butt Scholarship. Amelia won $1,000 in scholarship towards her tuition at Clarion University. In addition, she also won $500 in the annual Jerry Palumbo Scholarship, as well as being our school's nominee for the PSEA Scholarship. I also awarded Amelia with the Lawrence County School Counselors Award for being a tremendous, driven, well-rounded student. Amelia was also one of 2 students who received the Wilson Moffitt Scholarship, given by the Mark Wilson family for an outstanding vocational student who intended to pursue a post-secondary institution after graduation. Congratulations, Amelia. We wish you all the best. The other recipient for the Wilson Moffitt Scholarship is Kaylin Lyons. Kaylin also received $1,000 towards her education at Cal U, where she will study veterinary technology. In addition, Kaylin also won the $300 ROVA Rotary Scholarship. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations, Kaylin. The next person I'd like to recognize is Nicholas Newpower. Nick also received the Lawrence County School Counselors Award for being ranked #1 in our class as the valedictorian, as well as being an excellent student and school leader. Congratulations, Nick. Big things are ahead in your future. Next, Caitlin Ritter was awarded the Wilmington High School Alumni Scholarship. Due to her high academic success, as well as her involvement in school and community activities, she will receive $1,000 towards her education, where she will be at Cal U in the Honors Program. Best wishes on an amazing career. Congratulations, Kaylin. Scott Bergen and Cody Marks are this year's recipients for the Phil Phelps Award. Students are first nominated from their shop teachers, and then the entire staff has the ability to vote on who they believe should receive the 2 awards. Criteria is based mostly on being an outstanding vocational student, but also one who works hard on the academic side. Scott was described by Miss Price as an outstanding student while enrolled in the Restaurant Trades culinary program. She said he has been a dedicated worker and leader in multiple catering events that the class has done for the school and the community. Watching him excel and grow throughout the past 3 years has been a rewarding experience. Scott will have a great impact on food service industry upon his graduation. She'd like to wish Scott a congratulations on a job well done. Cody was described by Mr. Montini as an exceptional student while enrolled in the electrical occupations class. He said that Cody has been a worker and a leader in multiple electrical jobs that the class has done around the school, from hooking up the equipment in the machine shop, wiring of welding booths, scoreboards, and running new fiber optic lines throughout the school for upgrading our school's Ethernet backbone. Cody is going to have a great impact on the electrical industry upon graduation. Mr. Montini would like to wish Cody congratulations for a job well done. Although your senior year has ended in a way that no one could have expected, the class of 2020 has risen above as exceptional, determined, well-rounded, educated, and well-prepared students for whatever the future has to offer you. We are proud of you, we are hopeful for you, and we can't wait to witness all the great things that you will accomplish from here. Congratulations to the class of 2020. You did it.